Hi everybody, welcome to Admissions and 15 Adventures. Well, not this part of this beautiful scenery, but it's on the grounds of the Royal Roads University, and it's Hatley's Castle. Hatley's Castle is filming location for Lex Luthor's home in Smallville. It is Professor X and the X-Men home for the X-Men movies that were filmed in Vancouver. Quite impressive. We're going to do a tour. We're going to walk around the ground and we'll go from there. We were discussing on the way down to the parking lot how beautiful the grounds of this university is. And I will admit, it definitely is when the castle, look at this, what they look over. I wonder who owned these places in the beginning, and like the last place we were, mansions, and crazy the money that was spent back in the days. The equivalent of what it must be today to build these things are crazy. Looks nice though. We see a part of it, but it looks really nice. We're gonna do the tour. It's a first come, first serve tour. So it looks like there's gonna be a few people doing it. The Royal Roads University. Pay for parking. If you see a cougar, say hello. Oh, that type of cougar. Never mind. You are here. The castle's there. Wow. All right. Up the stairs and up to the castle. It's good to know they call it a parking lot.
Wait, which friend?
I like the lion. Oh, the maze. The X-Men. Ooh. I like that. Oh well. That is cool. Professor X. Look at this view. I think we have to go there. I have no clue. Another rose garden. Professor Xavier's tombstone. I'm kidding, it's not Professor Xavier's tombstone. Alright, I guess it's on the backside. Everyone's walking around trying to figure out where to buy tickets. Well, this had to be it. Staff and catering entrance only, so I'm wasting my time. It was impressive. I have a bad feeling I just missed it for one of the tours. So to buy tickets, you park in a parking lot, and behind the castle, walk to the front of the castle and walk over where it says garden booth. I have a feeling it won't be for another hour. The 11:45 tour. My fault for stopping for lunch. Next one's not to 1:45. I don't see myself waiting here 2 hours. Just a little bit after 12 now. We'll see. We'll see how long I walk around here. I don't know how long you put the parking.
2 hours, but I can always buy more. I have plates, so I can go to anything to go buy 2 more hours.
So, the rose garden, the greenhouse, well, they have a big yard complex there too. I should have known better. I did look at the time, but I honestly thought they were every hour with memory. I'm obviously very wrong. Pisses me off, to be honest. 15 minutes. It's crazy how big it is. No, I can't really check into the hotel. Well, I can, but I have nothing really else planned. Who knows? Okay, the rose garden, the garden trail. the Upper Japanese Gardens. This place is massive again. It's a miniature butcher garden. I'm a little bit, well, I'm not confused, but I'm lost in a sense that there's paths everywhere. This is a rose garden. I don't know if I could get into it. Looks to be all chained off. Why? Well, I'm going to try the door. No, actually, it's open. Woohoo! Yes. Another sundial. I like the purple roses. So when I say the garden tour is free, I didn't think when I read it online how big this garden is. Walking from the parking lot, I just saw that little garden. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. This is quite impressive. This honestly is like a little miniature butcher garden. The Japanese garden, the bog garden, the lower lakes, garden trail. What? Very impressive area. You know, I've had people ask me, because of where I work, what I think about this place, and I've never been here. This is the first time we stopped at Hatley's castle. You know, not Googling the time. Well, not only that, but we got stuck for 15 minutes on road work. And that would have probably, and then being at the parking lot trying to fiddle around, would have probably made it just on time. But our loss. Waiting for Jay to come out of the garden, and we'll walk down the rose garden sign. Watch your head. No, I'll watch my head. I'm a little taller. How much was parking? How much was parking?
$2.25 an hour.
Oh, so for $5, you can park 2 hours and walk around here. It's a cheap version of butcher gardens. And they seem to have so much there. It's crazy. I guess I'm just surprised. No wonder they use it as filming location. You could do anything here almost.
Shogun.
Pardon?
This is the Shogun garden.
Well, I could picture the Flash. I could picture Arrow when they did all the stuff, even though I know they used the other garden. But, like, really impressive. Little smoochy bench for a lot of people here. Walk by the little lake. A little more freedom to stroll. You could walk over the grass here. No koi. I love it. I want to get my way over to that bridge. So we'll go this way. All I'm going to tell you is that I know I'll be eaten alive by mosquitoes. Watch your steps here. I think Jay's taking her time because she wants to see the castle. Maybe she doesn't realize I probably don't have a problem waiting. If anything, I'll just lay down on the side on the grass. Pumpkin or squash. And extremely rough plants. Oh my lord. And prickly plants. Hold on. Let me just put... Well, that was tough. She just ducked. I didn't. She's laughing. Dragonflies. Mosquitoes. Prickly thorn plants. All so I could walk the bridge. Another block off path, so I'll go back this way. Go for a swim. Another area to go and sit and hide. I'm turned around. Oh, we're back to the parking lot. Oh, I don't know where. just gonna wait in the car or in the surrounding area here. Waited 2 hours. Okay, we missed it by 10 minutes. But that's okay. I don't make it out here this often. I like the lion. Wow. Nice. We'll go up the stairs. Oh, that's cute. I'd have to go back and see what section of the castle they use for footage.
Basement where we had a museum. We also today explore the history of the property. But before we start, I want to know more about you. Is everybody here from Victoria? No. Other parts of British Columbia? Yes? Quebec. Quebec, can you? Alberta. Alberta. Go Oilers. Go Oilers. Yes. Amazing. International guests? US. US, amazing. Welcome. Yes? US as well, amazing. I'm also international guest in this territory. I'm from Brazil, so we have a nice mix here today. So folks, you can take pictures of everything you want here, but also if you have any questions, please let me know. This is not my tour, this is your tour. And to start, I want to acknowledge that we are the Lekomo-speaking people's territory. Here in this property we have a tannery and also a city behind us, we have the Neptune staircase. That was the first project finished after the castle. So back in time, the steps would be made with glass, and the family would go up to take a look at the property, and after we will have the building over there, so we will hide in the forest. The building that we also see over there was the first building completed after the revival style. The Tudor style was a style in the late medieval period and the early Renaissance. So that's why here we have all these heavy stones in the facade and in the foundations. And here in the middle of these two windows, we have the tablet over there. That's McClure's signature. So McClure was a local artist. I see ghosts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to the Grand Hall. Is the main important piece in a Tudor Revival style project. So, and here you can see also this heavy use of dark wood in this place. In a regular project, the main feature in this room would be the bar balcony. So the bar balcony was a place, for example, for presentations for musicians and other entertaining pieces. But here in this house, the main feature is this fireplace. This fireplace is the biggest one that we have in here in the property. It's made with Arizona pink sandstone, and also is embellished by a local artist called George Gibson. There you see many of his arts here inside the view. But interesting fun fact is that, so maybe they guessed that we'll have X-Men filmed here years later. But also here in this castle we had filmed The Descendants, Smallville, and also Deadpool. So you might recognize some of the rooms from the movies. Questions so far? No? So you can follow me here to the first room, the dining room. Yeah, grab a seat if you want. Try, tell me if you feel comfortable.
Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so first question, so welcome to the dining room. First question, can you spell McClure's signature here? Yes, the four squares over there and also over there made ivory. So this dining room was served as dining room for both for the Dusmer family and also for the cadets. The furniture that we have here is from the Royal College. That's why we have here, you see in the back the coat of arms of the college. When you got here, you don't have enough furniture for everybody, so that's why they carved and they left here also when they left. So originally here we had red Canadian oak. Here we also can see
Did you see the bell? Oh, that little thing?
Maybe.
All right, maybe they had a bell set up to it, but I didn't know they did interior shooting for X-Men.
Don't know.
I wonder if they did it. I thought they did for Smallville, but I didn't think they did it for X-Men.
It's nice.
The other rooms because it was Laura's personal space. So that's why here we have a Greek revival style instead of Tudor revival style, and that's why here we have the urns here, the ionic columns on the fireplaces as well. So the view that you see over there is this almost the same view that Laura saw when she was here in 1907 and made her fall in love with this place. And they knew that this castle would be a financial burden for the kids. Also, at the end of his life, James had some decisions that Laura knew that would have enough money for all the children. So that's why, in her will, she made sure that after her death, they were gonna.
It looks like we don't get to go up there. Maybe. Fireplace galore.
Only on the edges. Yeah. Which is cool. We're very glad to have some drinks right now. So folks, welcome to the lounge or the library room. So back in time, I promised you this was a library place. We had like shelves with a lot of books here. So James reused this place for entertaining his guests, but also as a place to relax. If you remember outside, I showed you there was a face of Laura and James. That also remarks the feminine side of the house, so where the kitchen is, the dining room is, the drawing room is, and now we start the masculine side of the house. So the bar was, probably James had some drinks with his friends here in this place, but the bar that we see right now was at by the military college, so this was a lounge for the officers. Here you can see also McClure's signature here. We're back to the Tudor Revival style. It's a more geometric signature, and here we also have again oak as the main wood. Here you can also see or it enters in the port. So it's a road. This was the Royal Military College, so that's why it's Royal Roads. That's the name. That's why we have the name Royal Roads. So now you can please follow me to the next room. Welcome to the study room. So this was James Price. So this house, this castle was his dream. I forgot to mention that during the construction, you say whatever the cost. So he wanted this place to be built as fast as possible. Since his dad was unable to see pre-dire castle finish. He died before. And how he wanted this space to relax. So the castle was built in 18 months by 200 laborers, and also cost back in time $1 million. If we convert today, graduates from Royal Roads who were killed in action. And also over there we have the Croquet Garden. It's a tropical garden. Laura was always proud to say she was the first person to plant a banana tree in Vancouver Island. So then you can take a look there. So now we are going to the last room of our tour.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So folks, welcome to the billiards room. It's a very special place for us. It's only for heritage purpose. So even if you rent this place for your wedding, you'll have access to this space. So it's a very interesting room to take a look. Billiards room, I think it's very obvious. We have the billiards table here. It is very interesting because it's original of the Dunsmuir family. We are able to keep this smell, the original smell. Questions so far? No? So right now we are going downstairs to the museum. So first, I want to thank you everybody for your patience. This is my first tour and you were a great audience. Thank you so much, you were great. So when we go downstairs, we have two galleries. We have one for the military college and one for the Dunsmuir family. I'll be there for answering any questions you have. Just let me see what time it is now. Sorry? Upstairs now we only have offices. So for example, the president of the university has an office upstairs. So now it's 2:18. So we'll have 25.
So apparently we can't go upstairs. The offices are upstairs. We're going to the basement. The baby room? No. We're already in the basement. Right. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go up to the second and third floor. They have offices up there. It's kind of a shame because it's quite a bit money, 25 bucks a person to go see one level, which is fine. The gardens alone are worth it, but you're paying a lot of money. At least open up a room or two or let you get upstairs would be, in my humble opinion, a fair and honest thing to do, because it is fascinating. I mean, they could have some area blocked off. They have a tower that would be neat to be able to explore. I don't know what kind of safety features or upgrades need to be done, but that part is unfortunate. $563 acres. Wow. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she's going that other way. I think that's about it. Only so much more we could do. We'll go to a hotel, relax for an hour or two. I have to have an earlier dinner. Well, for me at normal time. But I gotta be heading over to port in Victoria between 6:30.
Mm-hmm. So are you seeing? They're over there.
It's funny. I'll have to look at X-Men now and see where they did the memorial or the fake headstones. It could be anywhere here. I just don't have it in my memory or my thoughts. I'll go home and watch it. Beautiful castle though. Well, I'd recommend coming out here and walking the ground. I don't know if I'd recommend a $25 to go in, unless you are a major movie buff and you want to be where they filmed the interior of one of the X-Men movies, like X-Men 2 or Smallville. Although Smallville, I think, was just the parts of the outside. Michael Rosenberg's Lex Luthor's mansion. That's about it, guys. We're gonna call this one day. Well, Hatley's Castle. Thank you for tuning in. This is Admissions and 15 Adventures. I wish you guys have a great day. Have a good one. Bye bye.